Honey Buzz came in the mail. I backed this game at the deluxe level, and I added on the expansion, the Honey Pot expansion. So when it came in the mail, I was super excited because it looks great. The first thing that you will notice about this game is the artwork is so cool. It's so fresh. It's such a fun idea. It's not low quality B artwork. It is storytelling, illustrated. It's gorgeous. It looks so good on the table. And then that kind of scared me. Have you ever gotten a game in the mail? It looks so good that now you're like, please, please, please don't let me down. Don't let this be a bad game. And then I played it, and then I played it again, and then I played it again, and it did not disappoint at all. I think that you're going to love this game, and that's why I give this game a buy it rating. I think you need to go and buy this game. This is the deluxe edition, and as you can tell, the components are great, but even in the retail version, you still get the cool squishy honey, and you get the amazing beeples, and you still get the amazing artwork. So I don't think that you can go wrong even with the retail version. So let me show you quickly all of the cool stuff that you get in this deluxe edition. Like I said, you get this really amazing squishy honey in 4 different types. You get these awesome pollen tiles that you're going to collect. You get these hard acrylic nectar tiles. You get the best first player token I've ever gotten. I absolutely love it. You get these fuzzy beeples that you will use for foraging. The trays, you get these amazing trays that everything fits in perfectly inside the box. What do you get in the expansion? You are going to get these 4 different honey pots that go. You get this nice upgrade to the solo edition with these solo dice, these drone dice. You're going to get a super cool honey pot and additional cards that will go into the market. This is great. All of it's good. But how does it play? If you're interested in the play on Honey Buzz, the basic premise is that you are going to set up your cards according to this initial starting setup. Everybody has the same 4, and they all get set up in the same way. They give you a huge stack of variants on ways that you could set the game up differently, from very beginner level all the way to the advanced levels. On your turn, you're going to be sending out your bees to go to these locations on the board and get additional tiles that you will then place into your honeycomb. Now, each one of these tiles has a different ability. There are 6 different actions in the game. You can get additional bees. You can have a wild decree tile. You can just simply get some money. You could go to the market. You could produce honey, or you can forage for these nectar tiles. What's very interesting about this game that makes it so enjoyable for me when I played it is that although I get to take this decree tile, I don't get the action on it right away. I simply place it into my honeycomb. But once I made a complete cell, that's when these cool things all trigger. And the order that they trigger is totally up to you, however you want to trigger them, whatever you want to do. And that gives you a lot of agency or choice in how things happen and when they happen, and that allows you to line things up and be very, very satisfied when that thing does exactly what you want it to do. The main point of the game is to sell your honey to the market or fulfill orders to these demanding forest creatures and score victory points. As the game goes on, the economy of all of this honey drops and drops and drops, so things get less and less valuable. And that's why you might want to take advantage of these forest creatures to sell to them, because every time you sell to one of these stacks, you're going to get an additional action beneath them. And so if you add that in correctly with your cells and your actions that trigger, you can do a whole lot of cool things on your turn. And at the end of the game, it just comes down to how much money you have. Money equals victory points. So you add up your money and your victory points that you've scored off of these market cards, and whoever has the most wins. And I really, really enjoy this game. There are Queen's contests. I didn't talk about those, but these are things that you get to do in the game. At the beginning, you'll draw 1 card from each of these 3 types, and then on that game, you have 3 different contests that you are trying to accomplish. And what they did with these cards is they made them valuable enough that you cannot ignore them if you want to win. Therefore, every game you play, because this changes completely different every time, that means your goals and strategies of gameplay could change depending on which contests come out. So this game is going to be fresh every time that you play it. I really, really enjoy it. There is a advanced variant of the game where you could go out and forage, and you might not know what type of honey or nectar tiles you are trying to get. They have this notepad that you could use because in essence it's like a memory variant. I think that that's pretty cool and smart. The game is just fun because of the way that the tiles trigger. And you will understand the actions pretty quickly, although they give you this really cool player aid that shows you what all 6 of the tiles do. And then on the back, it shows you the type of patterns that you have to make with your cells to get different types of honey. And they really simplified the graphic design on this to show you what type you need to make, and it's shown right on top of the nectar tiles. It's really, really smart, and I think that they did a great job with that. I think you need to go buy this game, add it to your collection, bring some people over, and I don't think you'll have any trouble getting them to sit down to play this one. It is great. So go get Honey Buzz, put it on your shelf, play it and love it. And if you do, let me know. Put it in the comments below. I would love to know if you pick up this game.